The Milford Police Department received a call about a possible body in a storage unit at the building behind us, 15 Beach Street. The police responded and, in fact, did find a body. The body was then picked up. It was deceased. It was brought to the medical examiner's office where an autopsy was performed, and there was a determination made that there are multiple stab wounds to the body that caused his death. Police have identified the deceased person as Paul T. Weaver, 54 years old, in Milford, Massachusetts, and it appeared that he was living in the unit where he was found. Now, the investigation is still very active and it's ongoing. We're still really in the early hours of it. I want to thank the State Police Detectives assigned to the DA's office and the Milford Police for their work throughout the evening, but they still have a lot further to go. You know, they're going as far as the facts and the evidence take them. This has been an all-hands-on-deck investigation. Like I said, it's the State Police Detectives assigned to the Worcester County DA's office, the Milford Police, the State Police Crime Scene Services, the State Police Crime Lab, the State Police K-9 Unit, the State Police Special Emergency Response Team, which is also called its CERT Team, and the Medical Examiner's Office, who have all been invaluable in this investigation. And we ask anyone with any information at all to call us. We will take any tip, either at the Milford Police Department, anonymous, and I want to repeat, anonymous tip line at 508-473-3800, or at the Milford Police Department, that number, or at the State Police Detective Unit, State Police Detectives assigned to the Worcester County DA's office at 508-832-9124. We'll give those numbers to you again. And Chief Falvey from Milford.
Good afternoon. I'd just like to tell everyone that the efforts of the State Police and the Milford Detectives, they've worked tirelessly around the clock, and I'm thankful for their service. We were making some headway in the investigation. It's still early. We're going to work hard to resolve this as quickly as we can.
Thank you. Any questions?
Chief, a quick question. We've talked to a lot of business owners in the area. They said that this area has been vacant for the most part, but they knew that homeless people were sleeping in there. Do you guys know about that? Why was that not tracked?
We just learned that in the investigation, that we determined at least one person has been living here. How long he's been here, I don't know yet. It's too early in the investigation.
So this wasn't something, this is not livable space, right? They were
No,
right.
no.
This was like a shelter, they were just, but they were renting it? Was this guy and anybody else actually renting it?
Well, it's still part of it. I mean, we found that they were renting here. The Milford Police didn't know they were living here. They had some, a lot came to fruition last night. We learned an awful lot about the situation last night.
Are there other people living here? Are there other people living here? Other homeless people?
We're not sure. We're looking into that. We know there was at least one person living here. And, again, those are the questions they're asking the property owner. I know the chief notified the Board of Health. The chief notified the selectmen, to make sure they get the situation right on that.
There's some speculation that he was found in a box or something like that. Can you explain the manner of how he was found?
Well, he was found in the storage unit. We had gotten a call that he was in the unit. Someone had thought they had seen from another unit, someone located within the unit. That's how the call came in. And it came in on the business line. It didn't come in on the 911 line. They weren't sure if possibly the person could have been asleep or the person was deceased.
But he wasn't in like a locked box.
Part of the investigation.
Has the knife or the weapon been found? Is that what the State Police
Well,
all day?
as you saw, there was a heavy State Police activity here today along with the Milford Police. They were looking for all types of things. I can't get into the specific things. We did find some evidence, but I can't get into that at that point. But these guys did a great job. The State Police did a great job, and we still got a lot further to go.
So the call that came in that reported there was a body in there, that came from somebody in another unit? Were they living in the other unit? Or?
No. Someone had access to another unit, and there is a space where you can see up into the other unit, and he partially could see some things, and that's where the call came in.
So the person said that they saw a body in there?
Could be a body.
Could be a body.
Yep.
That's what brought you down.
That's what brought us down.
Any idea of anybody arguing or any fights or anything like that going on?
Yeah, Bobby, I can't get into it at this point. Still part of the investigation. The Milford Police reacted quickly. Medical examiner's office was very helpful, taking the body right away. And they had a hard job, but they came up with during that autopsy with the cause and manner of death very quickly. And we're very appreciative to the medical examiner's office. They do so much for us, and they did a lot in this case, and continuing to do more.
Multiple stab wounds.
Multiple stab wounds.
Can you tell by the stab wound what kind of weapon was used? Was it a knife? Was it something else?
I'm going to let them do a little bit more before I go any further.
Is the homeless actually open and operational? Are people renting units here? Or
Well,
has it been vacant?
it was yesterday. I don't know the status right now. The chief was on the phone last night. I haven't spoken to anyone any time. It was operational and open for business yesterday. Obviously, with the investigation, a lot of things have been put on hold.
The body was found Monday, right? Or
Tuesday.
But do we know when this happened? Like when this murder happened?
That's still part of the investigation. I can't go any further on that. We will have more for you later, but right now that's all I can
Saying
say.
it is a homicide?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
Throat slit.
I can't get into that. He had multiple stab wounds, though.
Is there any suspects?
I can't get into that either. They're doing a great job. We're just going to let them, they're going where the evidence is taking them. And everybody involved, it's been a real team effort. And they're the professionals. We're going to let them, give them their space, let them get done what they got to get done. But we are asking for tips. If anyone's got any information, call the Milford Anonymous tip line again at 508-473-3800. Call the State Police Detectives assigned to the Worcester County DA's office at 508-832-9124.
Are there security cameras on this property?
We got cameras around. I can't get into that too much. Those are the things that they do. A lot of shoe leather. They're knocking on doors, asking people for cameras and things like that.
Chief, can we ask you what you'd say to residents who are concerned about something like that? You stand in front of the microphone.
Come on over.
No, I live nearby. This stuff you don't see in Milford or any of these towns around here. So what would you say to people? This sounds like a pretty gruesome scene that you found here. And on top of it, people living in a storage unit, or at least one person living in a storage unit. What do you say to people who live here in town who might be concerned about this?
Well, like I said, we just found out about one person. Don't know the details, how long it's been going on. We do have a homeless population in town that we work hard. We have a program called Pathways to a Better Life. We provide shelters to them in the winter. We had no idea, they'd be living down here. But going forward, we'll make sure we try to get them help and appropriate shelter.
Well, what about the level of violence people might be concerned about? Should people be worried that whoever did this is still out there?
Well, I'm pretty confident that our officers will protect our community. We have a safe community.
And we believe the investigation's headed in the right direction.
We expect the health department to be down here knocking on the storage doors looking to
But
in there.
I was with the chief last night when he called the Board of Health, around 11 o'clock last night. I'm sure they'll be down here soon if they haven't been already. Okay?